Hello to my 1,251 YouTube subscribers. Just wanted to say thank you for all the subscribes. I really appreciate each and every one of you that subscribe to my videos and like and comment. I think it's really great. I've only been doing YouTube for a little bit over a year. And when I first started doing videos, I only had like 70 something subscribers. And so to go from 70 subscribers to 1,251, I think that's pretty awesome. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the subscribes, and then just give talk a little bit about my plans for the future of my YouTube channel and what I plan on doing videos on in the near future, and long-term goals and short-term goals. And so my short-term goals is to keep doing videos on diet, nutrition, gardening. That's all my positive hobbies and interests, and hopes that it motivates you guys through weight loss, health improvement, lifestyle improvement, and so I really enjoy doing that and sharing the videos. I do that for a hobby. I don't get paid any money for my YouTube channel. And we'll talk about that a little bit more as this video goes on. So my short-term goals, like I said, is just to keep posting videos of my garden. I plan on reading the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelations and posting that onto my YouTube channel as well. And then just do garden videos. And so that's pretty much the short term. Now the long-term goal for my YouTube channel is I'm really trying to start a small off-grid farm. That is my future plans for the YouTube, and I want to kind of document the whole process of me looking for the land, buying the land, and improving the land. So now, to be honest, that's probably not going to happen for another, year or so, as the price of land keeps going up, the cost of everything keeps going up, so it's hard to save that money up. And so how I plan on meeting that goal is, well, to be honest, I'm still paying child support. My youngest son, he will be 18 a year from August. So next month he'll be 17 next month, and I have 1 year left after that. So so after that, my finances will be a little bit better, and I'll be able to save a little bit more. And so that would be nice to have more finances to work with and save. In the meantime, what I'm doing now for income is basically just selling my sports car collection, selling on eBay. And so I do that, but would be nice to able to do that, excuse me, when I'm looking for my land and when I'm starting my off-grid property, and have that for income as well. And then also, I have a partial hernia that I'm gonna have surgery on. I'm going to the doctor in the day after tomorrow, and for my check my high blood pressure, which I also have a couple health issues. I have my high blood pressure, hypertension, and I have a partial hernia. And so I'm gonna need to get if the hernia's been hurting. I can't really lift too much weight, too much weights and stuff like that. It's really been hurting, so it's kind of hurting my my job potential. But so I plan on talking to a surgeon and then maybe getting surgery in September or October, and then kind of heal up over the winter time. And then when I get healed up from that, find me a job and save up the money, and then more likely and then save up my money over next summer. And then my son will be 18 in August, and then I'll be 50 excuse me, in September. And so my goal is to buy the property, by the time I'm 50 and start working the land, because it takes 5 years to build a food forest. And what a food forest is like where you just plant a whole bunch of plants, fruits, vegetables, especially like fruit trees. So whatever it's at, I'm hoping to be in the South where it's warm year round, like Arizona or so. And then growing a whole bunch of fruit trees, and then other plants. And then so what you do is the plants that's not producing any food or not growing well, you just cut them plants down and you throw them at the base of the fruit trees, and that just feeds them the nutrients. And then plus I'm hoping to have farm animals such as rabbits and maybe horses and just all the chickens and stuff like that. And then I'll take their manure and also use I'm getting attacked by bugs right now, and use that as well. So so that's kind of my plans for the future of the YouTube channel. And so, but in the meantime, and it's all God's will. If God wants me to do it, then it's going to happen. So I'm not even stressing over it. I'm just going to keep having a positive attitude and a positive mind frame. And to get what you want out of life, you got to know what you want. You got to visualize it and you got to manifest it. And so that's what I've been doing. Like I could picture what I want. And, not only do I produce YouTube videos, but I watch a lot of YouTube content. I watch Frugal Off Grid, John, where he lives in Arizona, and he moved out there with just his van, and he bought some property in the middle of the desert. And he's just been building up his property. After 5 years, he just built a cabin, and he got all kinds of good ideas. I watch all his videos. And then Simply Simonia, this lady and her husband, they moved out there. Now they got way more money than me. I'm on low income, so I'm not gonna be able to live the Simply Simonia lifestyle. She got chandeliers and she bought a Barnum medium and she's really doing big things. But however, I don't have that kind of money, but you could pick up ideas from anybody. So what she's doing is also she's getting pallets, wood pallets. It's a free wood pallet, and she's building fences with that. And she's grabbing stones and then lining them up for her driveway. And I was like, that don't cost anything. So that's something that I can kind of try to incorporate. And so I just watch these other videos and kind of try to get an idea of what they're doing and try to incorporate that with my own plans. And so I'm super excited now. I've been wanting to do this. I've been thinking about getting an off-grid farm it's been over 2 years now since the thought first popped up in my head it was like April of 2 years ago, right? So two and a half years ago or so, it was like super nice day outside, and I was sitting there working my eBay 12 hours a day, sitting at my desk, and I was looking out my window and I see how sunny it was. And God just told me, he said, go work the land, go live off the land. It just kept saying it over and over again. And I was like, that's what I should be doing. I should not be sitting at this desk all day long. Like, that's not the way God wants me to live. He wants me to go live off the land. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to do. And I believe that's God's will. And so be it. So now also another kind of interesting future plan for the channel is, now I might put, depending on what the surgeon says and what the doctor says, maybe I could put off the hernia surgery. I'm not for sure. Or I might heal up sooner. But I do not want to spend another 6 months in Illinois in the freezing cold weather, hibernate in my house. It's unhealthy for me because with my high blood pressure, I think it's caused by poor blood circulation. And I think that's because I sit at my desk. Well, I was sitting at my desk for the longest time, working for like 12 hours before I started walking on my health journey last year. So I do a lot of walking now. However, if I don't have to have the surgery, if there's any type of way that I'm healthy enough, come this winter when it gets cold, I would really honestly put all my belongings in a tent into my car and just drive south. And I would love to like tent camp in the Arizona desert over the wintertime. And then also while I'm driving Arizona, exploring and tent camping for free, I could also be looking at property and seeing, what I could get. Now, I've seen videos where they shared where they got like an acre in the middle of the desert for like $3,000. Okay, so that's not super expensive just to get an acre in the middle of the desert. That's kind of what I want. And it could be an hour from the closest town. I'm perfectly fine with that. And so what I kind of envision is, and I think 3,000, that's pretty cheap for a land. I was kind of thinking maybe like saving up around 10,000, and I still think that it's so beautiful outside. Look at the background. But anyhow, so saving up around 10,000, and then trying to make a purchase maybe 8,500, 9,000, and get the best property that I can in a climate where it's warm all year round. And I think Arizona would be the perfect place because it has 300 days of sunshine. I love sunshine. I have seasonal depression, and when I can't be out in the sun, it's just I'm not the best version of myself. So I really need to be in a climate where I can walk, hike, grow, garden all year round. And so that's in Illinois, you just really can't get that. And I do love Illinois. I have come to appreciate Illinois. We have some of the best soil, and there's a lot of it's some good things here in Illinois. But the cold weather, the older you get, for me personally, I just can't keep doing it. So I think for the YouTube channel, I think it would be super duper interesting if I just get into my car, which, mind you, the car I have now has 280,000 miles. I'm even scared to drive it out of town. It's it's not a dependable car by no means, but I do know somebody who was the general manager of the Midas, and I'm thinking about, and I've been close friends of their family for many years, and I'm thinking about just saying, hey sir, excuse me, if I could give you $500 and I want to go to Arizona. Now he wants to go to Arizona too, him and his family. They're talking about moving out there, and so me and him have a lot of similarities, and I just want to tell him, hey look, I don't really want to be here over the winter time. If I could put $500 and we could just order the parts and try to get my car in tip-top shape where it could drive to Arizona and make it back, hopefully. And you know what? If it blows up, I will take a bus back to home and I don't even worry about it now. Now, if I could sell my collection between now and then to buy a more dependable transportation, that would be awesome. But and I think it would make really good content if I was able to get into a vehicle and just head south. And this is kind of what I imagine is just, putting me some perishable food into my trunk, like rice and beans, because I could live off nothing. I'm a super simple man, and I could live off rice, beans, and water for months. It's really easy for me. Just had a sweat bee sting me on my, but anyway, I must be sweet because all these bees is after me today. Anyhow, so what I kind of envisioned is, okay, so leave my house early in the morning one day at the crack of dawn, drive it to where it gets almost dark time, and then finding a free campsite, because you can actually Google into your phone and say free campsite near me, and then put it into your Google Maps once it starts getting close to dark dinner time, and then drive to that campsite, set your camp up, get your forest firewood, which I've been practicing the last couple of months of being off grid. And so I've been already practicing how to get my water and wood and how to cook. So I can really live with no utilities already. I've been doing it, except for electric. So I would have to bring some. I would have to get a solar panel, a all-in-one kit. You know, and you could get them as a couple $100 for the cheapest ones that would plug your basic electronics. It's not really gonna do much else, but $800 you could really get something nice. And so basically, wake up in the morning, drive to your campsite, set your tent up, make dinner, go to bed, wake up at the dawn, and then also you could get an Anytime Fitness membership, and the Anytime not Anytime Fitness, I'm sorry, Planet Fitness, Planet Fitness membership, and they have them all over the United States. And so when you wake up in the morning, you know, you can have your fire, make your coffee, make your breakfast, you know, and then head to the Anytime Fitness and get you a workout, take a shower, and then get on the road and start heading, you know, because Arizona is like a 4-day drive if you just drive straight through. But I wouldn't mind taking a couple weeks or however long it takes, you know, and just take a real slow time. And then also do some sightseeing on the way, do some camping, do some hiking, do some exploring, and take videos of all the cool stuff. And then also, if I get to 3,000 watch hours, then YouTube will start paying me, I don't know, even a couple $100 a month. But then, you know, I can start doing more high quality videos. Like, let's say I go to the Grand Canyon, I could take a whole bunch of footage of the Grand Canyon and me hiking, and take hours of footage. And then while I'm in my tent camping at night, or I'm at the gym on the free Wi-Fi or whatever it might be, and then take all that video, edit it up, put a really nice video, and then once a week release a really high quality video on my YouTube channel of some really cool hiking, camping type things, and just give you guys the highlights of that. And I think that would be super cool because I love to hike, I love to be outdoors. And but my dream is to move to Arizona and get a few acres, and I want to start an off-grid farm. And southern Arizona, the place where I'm thinking about going, is the capital of leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and that's what I live off in my own backyard. I eat spinach and kale 6 months out the year, and that's every day. Like, I've already ate kale and spinach already today. I put it in a blender, and then tonight I'm gonna have leftover rice and beans that have kale and spinach in it. But if I didn't have leftovers, I would have spinach and kale salad for dinner. So I would love to do that, and then maybe do like a small market. You know, it would be a hobby farm, but between just me and you secretly, it would be like a small market garden to where hopefully I could grow extra produce and maybe some extra chicken eggs, and I could sell them at the local farmer market or whatever. That'd be awesome. So that's kind of my short-term goals and my future goals. And I'm very, very thankful for the 1,251 YouTube channel subscribers. And so I just wanted to say thank you. And I'm gonna go and just wanted to say hi and everything. I'm just on my break from doing my eBay before I go to the gym. And so hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will post another video either later tonight or tomorrow. But thank you so much for all the subscribes. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Bye.